is like crazy. Like, why are you asking me this? Like this, like I'm literally delivering papers.
A Facebook post about a black family's encounter with Upper Arlington police is going viral. Good evening. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Mike Jackson.
I'm Colleen Marshall. The incident stems from a newspaper advertising bag being delivered to the wrong house and the 11-year-old carrier going back up to the porch to retrieve it. It looks suspicious, apparently, to a resident who called police. The boy's mother, who soon found herself being questioned by a police officer, says it felt like racial profiling. All new tonight at 6, NBC4's Ted Hart is live in Upper Arlington with the rest of this story. Ted?
Well, Colleen, safety experts say it all the time. If you see something, say something. And that's what happened here. But the fallout from just this one instance has been more than anyone involved could have anticipated. Brandy Sharp and her two sons, Micah and Uriah, were on Barrington Road delivering the bag of ads to front porches when police pulled up.
And he's like, what are you doing here? I thought, first of all, like, wow. And then he's like, well, are you soliciting? I said, no, sir, I'm not soliciting. We're delivering papers. He said, what paper? I showed him the paper. And he said, oh, really? And he sat there for a minute and then he pulled off.
To Brandy, it felt like racial profiling. What she didn't know was that a resident had called police with a concern.
It looked like at first maybe they're like delivering newspapers or something. Then I noticed they were walking up to the houses with nothing in hand, and one of them came back with something. I mean, I don't want to say that something was going on, but it just seemed kind of suspicious.
In fact, Brandy says they had delivered some of the bags to the wrong houses, and they were going back to retrieve them. Just an innocent mistake.
I want to know what was suspicious. Like, what was suspicious? That, the 11-year-old was up in the driveway getting the newspaper. He went up and came right back down.
Sharp says she's offended that a resident called and that police showed up and questioned her. But police say the call warranted a response.
If we think someone is taking things from porches, we would want our police force to follow up on that and make sure.
The responding officer was satisfied within a matter of a few seconds that there was no wrongdoing. Sharp's account of what happened, posted on Facebook, led to hundreds of comments and shares over the weekend, with many piling on about racial profiling.
If she feels like she was treated unfairly by our officers, we want to hear from her. We want to know what our officer did that made her feel that way, and we can investigate that and we can find out.
And something that may have added to the confusion is Upper Arlington's relatively new law that requires any newspapers or bags of ads, for instance, be delivered to the front porch or to a mail slot. They can no longer simply be dropped on a driveway.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes straight out of Ohio by way of Upper Arlington. I never heard of Arlington, Upper Arlington, Ohio. And they said Arlington, I thought about Arlington, Texas. I'm a Texas boy. But anyway, we have a 12-year-old boy who was basically trying to do the right thing like Spike Lee said back in the day. Trying to go deliver newspaper to make some money for whatever he want to do with his money. But he accidentally put the newspaper on the wrong porch of the house. And he caught himself as he remembered that this is not the house that this paper belonged to. So he goes back in the yard, grabs the paper, and all of a sudden, a woman standing in her yard sees him do this and thinks that it's very suspicious. But I'm like this, if you seen him do that, would you not also notice that he got a bag on him with newspapers in it? Or would you not even ask him, since you're that curious, what are you doing? Then you would have had your answer. But this is what happens when people are so quick to call the cops. I don't know what the hell they think they're going to get a damn award. Do you think by you calling, and I can see calling the cops on people who's doing something, people who's really suspicious, and the people who need the damn cops call on them, it's kind of strange how they never get called on them. But these innocent children, people out here selling lemonade, selling bottled water, or somebody trying to mow a yard, they get cops called on them. Now, if you was a child and you had some hustle, you had a grind in you, just like I did when I was young, I used to go mow yards, and I would feel very shitty. I would feel very mad if somebody would have called the cops on me trying to go mow a yard at 9 and 10 years old to make a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to be independent. And that's what you would want your children to do and be, is to be independent with that mind mentality like, I'm going to grind, I'm not going to ask my mama, because that makes it easy on you, in your pockets. If your children out here trying to do something, not saying you wouldn't go buy them nothing, but at the same time, does that not make it your job better as a mom or dad for your child to willing to work and get some money of their own? Just think about it. And also, when you want that for your child, so when you see your child trying to have something, trying to, develop into being an entrepreneur, a businessman, or a businesswoman, you should back them. You should motivate them. But it's sad when you have older people who see this. And I'm not saying if the boy was committing a crime. I'm not saying if he was breaking into somebody's house or had a trash bag. Yes, then that's very suspicious. But you know when a child is delivering newspapers, just like I look out my window, I see them delivering newspapers and stuff. And you could tell they have the damn bag and they have the newspapers in there. And plus you get used to seeing their face. But like I said, it was his first day on the job. So I guess the woman, in her frame of mind, she must have thought that this young man was committing a crime, which he wasn't. But I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely as we go. White Ohio woman calls cops on suspicious black boy delivering newspapers. African American mother Brandy Sharp responds to Upper Arlington, Ohio police being called on her suspicious son, Uriah Sharp, after a white neighbor calls police as a 12-year-old black boy delivered newspapers. And I remember, I'm finna share with you all a quick story. It might take a second. I remember I was house hunting and everything. And I was in a nice neighborhood. I was house hunting. And I'm looking at these houses and stuff. And I noticed 2 police cars just drive by. And I'm like, well, damn, don't they see my nice car out there? I guess you thought that was stolen too. I mean, don't they see I'm dressed up nice? I had a little suit on and stuff. So why they didn't stop and pull in the yard. They stopped on the other side of the road. You know what I'm saying? So they just stopped and just sat there. So I'm still going around doing my regular thing. So this is what I did. After I went around the house and everything, because if you look in the house, you know how we do. We look through the windows and everything. Who's gonna try to break in a damn house when the police right there? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and when you ain't got to, when you pretty much well off, you good. So after I got through looking at the house, taking my pictures and stuff, because I want to take pictures, I want to ask the realtor certain questions about the garage, the back area, the patio, and whatnot. I go straight to the police car as I walk out the driveway, and I go to them and ask them, "What's the problem?" I'm here trying to see about purchasing a house and stuff. I need a house with a studio area so I can do my videos and my other little work. I'll do my other little projects. And so what's the problem? You just look kind of suspicious. How I look suspicious? You know what I'm saying? So anybody other than somebody that's old and somebody that's I got to say it, somebody that's just Caucasian. If we round the house and we look and we trying to steal, and you see me out here dressed up, you see me, and I know crooks come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and they have all kinds of schemes. I know that. I know the whole story. But the point is, when you think, if I was a crook and I'm trying to get in this house, and you park right there, when I would have took off running, when I would have tried to jump in the car, run through the backyard or something, no, I come right here. See, that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to put them on spot, because trust me, if I would have jumped in that car, they would have waited right till I drove off and try to pull me over. Ain't no telling what would have happened then. You feel me? Oh, he's trying to run. Next thing you know, it wouldn't be no more me. Let's continue this story. Now, in the latest instance of apparent racial profiling comes the case of a white Ohio woman calling police upon noticing a black boy delivering newspapers in the neighborhood, which she regarded as suspicious. It ain't suspicious when you get that damn paper. What's suspicious when you walk outside and you don't see your paper? I bet you want somebody to deliver that joker then. Which is to wonder, would the boy have been suspicious had his skin color been white as opposed to black? Something to think about. Things that make you go, Now, it all happened last Friday on Uriah Sharp's first day and first ever job. Poor fella, but keep grinding, keep your head up. Unfortunately for the youth, Uriah had delivered the papers to the wrong home and was forced to go back and retrieve them. Watching from her window was a neighbor. There's always somebody watching. Just because you don't see their ass outside with their little poodles and their little cats and stuff does not mean that they ain't peeping through them blinds, through the windows and stuff. Because trust me, you go through there, it'd be all kinds of eyes. It'd be more eyes on you than all eyes on Tupac. Watching from her window was a neighbor who believed the African American youth was acting suspiciously and called the police. You did not see him going up in the yard, putting the papers back on other people's doors that it should be on? Did you not even think that? Did it not even cross your mind to ask this man, since you so damn concerned? Young man. You know what they do. Young man, that's what they call you. What are you doing, son? He could have told you, but no. You quick to call the damn police. It's like you're scared of them. You're scared of them. Anyway, now, the incident led to the boy's mom, Brandy Sharp, who was with her son at the time. The mom was even with the son at the time. Posted about the experience on Facebook. And you know Facebook gonna help blow it all out. If it ain't on Facebook, if it ain't on Twitter, it goes to YouTube. If it ain't on that, it goes to WorldStar. If you get caught up in one of them 4 webs right there, 4 webs of communication, your ass is grass. According to the mom, police pulled up to ask the mom and son whether they were intruding in the area. Not, are you all delivering newspaper, or are you looking for somebody, or you lost, or you need help? No. Are you intruding in the area? What you mean? It's a free country. I thought I could go where I want to go, but you'll find that out later on that you can't. Anyway, posted and outraged Brandy. I am totally disgusted and disturbed that this kind of behavior still exists. Let me give you all a little secret for those who want to hear the truth. The reason why it still exists is because it's never been fully addressed. That's why it still exists. It's just like a problem that goes on in your house. If you have a disobedient child, that child will remain what? Disobedient until what? You correct that child. And that's on you how you go by correcting that child. But until you take care of the problem, you know what I'm saying, you're going to always have to deal with those issues that comes with those problems. So it's never been addressed properly in this country. It always been band-aids put on. It always been somebody trying to sugarcoat it, this and that. No, it has not been addressed, because if that's the case, we could have been moved on and moved far from this. But it's not, because like I say, it's an age-old thing of the trick that the enemy used. And you all might say, well, ain't no devils, I blame the devil. That ain't the point of blaming the devil. Whoever you might think he is, a guy with horns on his head, with a tail, with a pitchfork. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the behavior. We're talking about evilness, because it's rooted in evilness. No matter what you want to say, hatred, murder, bigotry, all that, you can break it down to what? Evil. I mean, it's an outside spirit. But anyway, so if this was addressed, we wouldn't even have this issue today. The point is, you have people standing in front of us who we thought was our leaders, telling us certain things and dealing with the other side, and we thinking that we making progress, and come to find out years later, and I had to smile on that one, it's no progress. You know what I'm saying? You'll find out they just put a band-aid over a damn scab, and you believe that scab was healed until you seen that band-aid coming off and realized you still infected. As a matter of fact, you infected even more than you was before when you first noticed the infection. The 911 caller told police it originally looked to her like the mom and son were delivering newspapers, but I noticed they were walking up to houses with nothing in hand, and one of them came back with something. So if they deliver newspapers, shouldn't it be led to believe? That's how you can catch people in a lie. I don't know who they think they be fooling. Some people, they get fooled, but you gotta pay attention to the details. The woman said, I noticed they were walking up to the houses with nothing in hand, and one of them came back with something. But she also said it looked like they were delivering newspapers. So could one be led to believe that the newspaper was on the wrong door, and we went back and retreated, since you said that it looked like we was delivering newspaper, but all of a sudden you curious now? No, you just wanted some shit to talk about. That's it. Get a damn life. You know what I'm saying? Go to play bingo, go play golf, go do something. You know what I'm saying? And pay attention where the real crime at. You ain't got to worry about somebody walking with his mom with a newspaper bag stealing shit. And them papers ain't no more than $1 or $2 or 50 cents anyway. Now, posted the mom. It is sad I can't even teach my son the value of working without someone whispering and looking at us out the side of their eyes. Perhaps because we don't look like a person that belongs in their neighborhood. My apologies, Upper Arlington, for bringing my 12-year-old African-American son into your neighborhood to deliver the paper and make a few dollars on the side. No harm intended. And I wouldn't deliver another damn paper in that area right there. I would go back and I would turn in my damn bag, my paper bag. I would turn in my bag. You can't turn in your badge. They don't give you no badge. I'll turn in my bag in that last paper I have. Y'all can take this bag and shove it up your ass. Now, Upper Arlington police responded to Brandy Sharp's post, which quickly went viral, claiming police quickly determined there was no issue after attending the call out to suspicious activity. The first officer to arrive quickly determined it was a team of people delivering printed advertising materials and reported back that there was no issue. The post read, printed advertising material, just say damn newspaper, dog on it. The police said it would be more common to see people approach front doors in coming weeks as rules about how papers and pamphlets can be delivered. So did you ever call the cops on the Jehovah's Witness walking down there, walking up your block and stuff? And we all had Jehovah's Witnesses knock on our door. Did you call the cops on them? I bet you didn't. Now, for some context, UA recently enacted a law placing more stringent requirements on the delivery of printed material such as advertising packets to help reduce littering. Deliveries must be made to specific locations such as on a porch or through a mail slot in the front door. This has changed the patterns of delivery of people since they are required, to walk up to each home to correctly deliver these materials. So why didn't everybody else get this damn memo? Uriah said he would keep helping his mom, but he is uncomfortable after the experience with police who insisted that racial profiling played no part in police being called. Wow. Now, Sharp says she wishes the caller would have reached out to them instead first, just like I said in the beginning. Reach out to the people first and see what's really going on. If somebody doing something wrong, they're going to haul ass and they're going to get away. That's what hauling ass means. Get the hell up out of Dodge. They're not going to stay there and keep delivering papers to other houses if they're committing crimes. Damn. I mean, how crazy and how senile can people get? And asked what was going on, but the woman never did that. The mom has since pledged to change their paper route to avoid the neighborhood, and I don't blame her. Get the hell out that damn neighborhood and let them go get their own damn papers if they want it. Let me know what you all think about this video right here, because it's a sad situation that you have children being treated like adults, and then we wondering why these kids don't respect the adults. We wondering why it seems like all hope is lost. We wonder why people have so much hell in them, because it's like no matter which way you turn in this world, it's always something being thrown at you. So one thing, like I tell you all about living in America, you have first seats to the carnival. We're on it, matter of fact, and the rest of the world are the people down below looking at us on this ride. One day is this, one day is that, one day is good, one day is bad. Who knows what tomorrow may bring? But anyway, until then, you all stay blessed, watch your front, watch your back, and remember, long as you're doing the right thing, you have nothing to fear. But if you're doing wrong gonna catch up with you. Just make sure, no matter what, life or death situation, make sure you're always in the right. Always in the right. Remember that. I'm out.